Redfall, we saw a little bit more of it during at QuakeCon 2022, which I think is over at this point. It is over. But we got to see a little bit more of Redfall. And it was announced that, let's see, so this is an IGN article titled, One Redfall mission location is bigger than Prey's entire Talos space station. Speaking as a part of the Bringing Redfall to Life panel at QuakeCon 2022, Redfall's art director Karen Seegers said the Talos in Prey was 5 football fields. The size of Redfall is kind of hold my beer on that one. To help explain just how large the Redfall open world is, Arcane Austin studio director Harvey Smith recalled a fun moment from an earlier development. Jim McGill took Talos at scale and dropped it into the middle of the farm that's in Redfall's 2nd District area. And the district just eats the whole space station, of course. It's gigantic. It was just the size of one of the actual farm area, and that's just one mission. So Redfall's going to be huge. Because I remember, like, as much as I didn't really love Prey when I played it, I mean, you have to give him props like that. It was a very big video game.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, you got to literally go in space.
Yes, and it was huge.
Yeah.
What do you what do you think of this?
I don't think that's a good thing.
Hey, I don't care. Is your game good?
Yeah, like I if the game is starting off by like touting like we have the biggest open world that we've done ever, like I don't know if that's great. That's not a good starting point. Like I much prefer more streamlined and catered experiences for my open worlds. For example, one of my favorite games from last year, Deathloop. I was just about to bring up Deathloop.
Go on.
I was so nervous that game was going to be large and just like not fun to explore. But then what you actually get are these like segmented levels that are so many ways to go, like to enter certain things in. But the levels themselves were like crafted in a really unique, intentional way. And I think the bigger these maps get sometimes, the less intention there is with its design. And I think that can hurt things in it. Even The Last of Us Part 2. They were saying like, oh yeah, we have the open world Seattle part. That wasn't my favorite part of the game.
It was like the pacing was like
bad.
It was crawling. It was like, yeah.
And they could
Which makes sense with the story, but
they could have easily just had like zones or levels like they did with most of the game and still gotten what you needed out of that. Not that was it was a change of pace, and I'm not saying the game is bad, but like it didn't need to be that. It didn't need to be this big open world thing, but
I'm like looking forward to Redfall. I don't think it's going to be bad. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. Like, this reminds me of, what were they saying about Starfield? Like, 1,000 handcrafted planets. And it's like, first of all, no. Like, it's a lie. And then second of all, like is the game going to be good, though? Like, I don't care if there's 1,000. Wouldn't it be cool if there were, like, 7 really cool planets? You know?
Yeah.
And, like, Deathloop is a perfect example. Like, those areas weren't, like, enormous, but they were big enough to be able to have a lot of things in every single area and make it feel like really, really like thoughtful and stuff like that. And then also what was cool is revisiting those, and you know, I don't know how it'll be in Redfall specifically, but revisiting the levels in Deathloop, like there's just like this familiarity with it being like, oh, I know where this is and all that sort of stuff. So I guess we'll see, but that statement doesn't maybe make me feel super like confident, you know?
Yeah. You could fit an entire game in just one Massachusetts farm. Like, what?
Well, it's like, so like, what's in the farm, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like
what?
Like, is it like a big barn? like, is there gonna like fields?
And why a Massachusetts farm? I mean, I get the game takes place in Massachusetts. I'm assuming.
Massachusetts, yeah,
but,
it does.
But what kind of animals is Massachusetts known for?
Massachusetts.
I mean,
they got.
I mean,
they don't have the Kentucky Goblins, obviously.
Yeah, no, they don't. But even their sports teams, you have the New England Patriots. That's not an animal. They're not known for that. The Boston Celtics. That's not an animal. Is it the Boston Bruins? That's not an animal.
All right, Massachusetts Wikipedia.
Like, what is even their state animal?
That's what we're about to find out. Okay, it doesn't say, okay, come on.
Oh my god.
Massachusetts state animal. The Morgan horse.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
What does that mean?
This,
All right,
this,
listen to
this-
Massachusetts
can you-
state symbols.
The state dog is the Boston Terrier, though, which of course makes sense.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fossil, the dinosaur track, the right whale is the marine mammal.
The Boston fossils. I like that.
It's actually, I can get down with that. The Massachusetts folk song. I didn't even know that was a category. It's Massachusetts by Arlo Guthrie. Excuse me. Do you think I could get on the Illinois folk song?
Like, do you want to write the Illinois folk song?
I do. Make it a fucking banger.
Okay.
Because the Illinois state song sucks.
Can I?
Because 1818 saw its founding, Illinois, and its progress
Oh
is
my
astounding, Illinois. It's terrible.
I mean, I don't.
It's
I'm sorry.
terrible.
This might be me being closed-minded. I don't need a history lesson in my music.
I know. It's like, right, you're sitting there, you're like, okay, I suppose I've learned this. Justin, we've been absolutely. Norman Rockwell is the Massachusetts artist. Anyway, we've been sidetracked.